I am here with Vic Mignogna.
Nice.
Yes.
Way to make that last name your bitch.
Oh, I've heard enough stuff.
You kicked it.
I've seen enough of the stuff with Little Karibo that is.
Oh, please, don't give Little Karibo any more kudos for that. Yeah, he's got plenty to work with.
There's enough stuff I've heard.
Plenty of material to work with.
All right, so I've just got a few questions to ask you,
Sure.
and a couple of requests that people have wanted me to get for you.
All right.
As far as voicing. So what projects are you currently working on at the moment?
Well, I'm currently working on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yep.
We're close to finishing the recording on that, and then I hear there's a movie coming after that. So,
excellent.
I'm working on a show that I'm absolutely in love with called Kakaishi.
Oh, I love that series.
It's a great show, and it's on Cartoon Network in the States right after Full Metal. And then right after that is
Yoshimori in that.
Yes, and I love it. Working on Bleach, of course, and Naruto, and then also several shows that I'm actually not even supposed to talk about yet that haven't been released yet.
I won't ask questions. I don't want you to get into trouble.
Thank you.
Okay, next question was, do you think it's possible for any anime fans to become voice actors, or does it take that little special something something?
Well, I know several anime fans that have become voice actors, but it has nothing to do with them being anime fans. It has to do with them having the acting chops to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I loved Speed Racer when I was a little kid, but it never occurred to me that it was anime, and it never occurred to me that I would ever be doing voice acting when I was little. It was an opportunity that presented itself about 12 or 13 years ago. I just kind of did it. I didn't think much about it. I didn't think it would ever amount to anything. And I was just blessed enough to be on the ground level of this business right before it kind of exploded.
Which is very good to have.
Yeah, I was very grateful for it. But, sure, anime fans could become voice actors, but not just because they're anime fans. They would need to have, the training and the talent and the skills to do this kind of work.
Of course, yes. So any tips for people?
Just get as much acting experience as you can. A lot of anime fans think, well, I can imitate Crispin Freeman, or I can sound like Colleen Clinkenbeard or whatever. Well, that's cool, but we already have a Colleen Clinkenbeard, and we already have a Crispin Freeman, and you're not likely to get cast imitating them.
No.
The goal is to develop your acting skills.
And to be original.
I always encourage people, to develop their skills as an actor first, and then secondly, you have to live where the work is. There are only a handful of markets where this kind of work is done, and you could be the greatest voice actor God ever created, but if you live
in the right place,
in a city where that kind of work is not done, then you're not going to get many opportunities. So.
Fair enough, yeah. Do you have any idols as far as voice actors, anyone in the world? Anyone that gives you motivation to keep going with what you're doing?
It's kind of a boring answer, but no. No, there are certainly friends of mine who I've come to be close to who are great voice actors.
Yeah.
Steve Bloom is one in particular. A lot of people whose work I admire, but it doesn't. I wouldn't say it inspires me to keep going. My gratitude for what I do inspires me to keep going.
Yep.
I wake up in the morning so grateful for the privilege to do what I do. I love what I do. And so any role I'm ever cast in, no matter how big or small, I bring an enthusiasm to it because I'm just so flippin' jazzed that I get to do something that I love.
That's good.
So my inspiration is just, God and the gift. The gift of being able to do something like this for a living, and that's what inspires me.
Awesome, thank you for that. Are there any characters that you would love to play or would have loved to have played if you could have from any anime?
Yeah, there are several, and in fact there are some characters that I was playing, and then the company that I was working for lost the license, and those shows went to another company, and someone else ended up playing the role.
Wow.
Sergeant Frog, if you've ever heard of Sergeant Frog.
Yes, of course I have.
I was playing Keroro. I was playing the lead in Sergeant Frog, and I loved that show. We were having so much fun. It was so fun. It was a quirky little funny cartoon voice, and I loved it. We got 15 or 20 episodes into the show, and then the company that had the license lost it, and Funimation picked it up and they recast it.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of roles that I'd love to play, but I would never want to have the perception of dissing the actor who ultimately did get cast. So I try not to list shows, oh, I wish I could have played so-and-so, or I auditioned for this, but I didn't get it. I try my best not to do that.
Yep.
Not because it's any slight on the actor, but I would not want it to ever be taken that way.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
That's cool. And we'll tune in for more AnimeBallZ.